TFA Fam, it's your boy Kev back here with another video. Today we're going to be discussing Sam Darnold, gone from the New York Jets, traded to Carolina, and what his fantasy outlook looks like for 2021 and possibly beyond. Let's go. Welcome back into another video. I appreciate everybody checking out. Make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe button for future content. We're in the business of winning fantasy championships around here. So if that's something you're into, hit that like and subscribe button, because I guarantee you we are the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be on this platform. So let's jump right into it. Why you're here. Sam Darnold. I get it. I understand. You think that he sucks. You're not excited about this trade. I get it. From the gauging the barometer of fantasy Twitter, has any indication that most people think that Sam Darnold is absolutely trash and that this just wasn't a good move for Carolina, where Carolina could possibly have drafted Trey Lance, or they possibly could have had Justin Fields fall to them. I get it. I understand. But I feel like from an outside perspective, I don't think that this is a terrible move, and I think this is a massive, massive upgrade for Sam Darnold. So let's just go down memory road here with Sam Darnold and take a look back at, kind of where he stands and maybe why he was as bad as he was the last couple of years under Adam fucking Gase. So over the last few years, I mean, his offensive coordinators have been Jeremy Bates, Adam Gase, Dowell Loggins, and then his best receivers have been Jamison Crowder, Braxton Berrios in 2020. 2019 was Jamison Crowder, and 2018 was Robbie Anderson. Now, obviously, I know in 2020 they had Denzel Mims for the brand that we love around here, but, Adam Gase doing Adam Gase type things, not really trying to get him involved in the offense. In terms of what Sam Darnold did in 2020, I mean, 2,200 passing yards, 9 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, 11.9 fantasy points per game. He was 25th in deep ball attempts, 33rd in deep ball completion percentage, 25th in pass attempts per game, and his 67% true completion percentage was 35th. He was also 33rd in air yards per attempt, but he was ranked 14th in rushing yards, had almost 200 rushing yards. 1 QB 1 week, 2 QB 2 weeks, and then in 2019, much of the same. It was better, I will say that, in 13 games, 3,000 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, 20th in deep ball attempts, 32nd in deep ball completion percentage, 14.1 fantasy points per game. He had 4 QB 1 weeks and 3 QB 2 weeks, so a little bit more usable, but overall, it just hasn't been great for Sam Darnold. In his rookie season, he definitely showed some flashes of his upside, but he, once they brought in Adam Gase, I think we all knew that it was going to be bad news, because once Adam Gase left Miami and left the destruction in his path, he did the same in New York. Just absolutely terrible. I think every quarterback and every offense deserves an asterisk next to it whenever you have Adam Gase linked to it, because he is just a terrible, terrible head coach. So what does this mean for Sam Darnold in Carolina? We know the weapons are there. DJ Moore is an absolute baller, and he is better than any wide receiver currently that he's ever got to play. Robbie Anderson reunites with them. Robbie Anderson, I think, is a solid wide receiver too for most NFL teams. And then you have Christian McCaffrey, the GOAT, who's also going to help out this offense quite a bit. A couple areas that they definitely need to improve on before the season starts: left tackle, tight end. I think those are the two most logical spots for them to upgrade. I think there's some different ways they could go about this here. But let's start with their offensive line, right? Their offensive line last year was okay. In 2020, they were 13th in adjusted line yards, 17th in adjusted sack rate. The Panthers for this year, they franchised right tackle Taylor Moton, so they'll have him back. They also signed Cam Irving and Pat Eflin. They also re-signed guard John Miller, and then they have Matt Paradis back again. So basically from left guard over to right tackle. So what I think they could possibly do in the NFL draft, I think a couple of different areas they could go here. I think they could, if Penei Sewell happens to fall to them, at their pick, I definitely think they need to jump all over that. I think that would be a good move for them, because I think this would immediately give this offensive line a big boost. You protect Sam Darnold. If you look at Sam Darnold, he's top 15 in completion percentage when he has a clean pocket. I think this is just the right move that they have to make, because they desperately need a left tackle. Russell Okung is a free agent, so that is not an option there for them. So unless they do something else in free agency, maybe they make a trade with Baltimore. But overall, I think their best bet could be taking an offensive tackle. Now, what they could do, which would be a pretty savvy move as well, is to go ahead and take Kyle Pitts, add him into this offense, which could be complete sacks, because I love me some Kyle Pitts. would also be, and then trading back into the first round to getting a left tackle, because there is some options here. Cosme from Texas, I think, could be there late. Alex Leatherwood could be an option they go with. If anybody else falls, Trelon Jenkins could possibly fall into the 20s, or maybe they could trade up and grab one of these guys. You get Kyle Pitts, you get your left tackle. And I think you come away pretty happy with what they're able to do here in an offense with Joe Brady, who Joe Brady is an excellent, excellent offensive coordinator. And I think putting Sam Darnold with Joe Brady is going to help him out immensely. Is he going to have a Ryan Tannehill type emergence and really grow as a quarterback like Ryan Tannehill did once he went to Tennessee? I'm not going to sit here and put my money on that, but I think it's definitely an option because Sam Darnold is still very, very young. Sam Darnold's only 23 years old. Like, Mac Jones is like a year younger than him. And Mac Jones is a rookie. He's going to be heading into the league as a rookie this year. So there is still a lot of, I think, development here for Sam Darnold. And you see it with Sam Darnold. He shows flashes. Like, some of the throws he can make is very, very special, but it's often too far and few between when it actually happens. So I think if they can unlock Sam Darnold, I think this could be an excellent move for Sam Darnold going to Carolina in this offense with a ton of weapons. With an offense, an offensive mind like Joe Brady, I think this could be an excellent move for them. So I am really excited to see what Sam Darnold will do here in Carolina, because if he takes off again, Adam Gase deserves to be exiled from the NFL, to never be a coach. I don't care if it's a quarterback coach or anything. He deserves to be nothing, because this will be his second quarterback now that has went on to bigger and better things post his era. So as far as fantasy purposes go, I think that you can view him as probably like a back end QB2 right now. If they were to add Kyle Pitts and find another left tackle, I don't know. I could see myself moving him up a little bit further. I know my co-host, Cody Kutzer, he did a TikTok, because we were on TikTok and Instagram, and put out a reel over there as well, saying that he had him as maybe a top 15 option, and that is a little bit too rich for my blood. But I do think that in this offense, with all the weapons that they have, I think that he could be a really a solid QB2. And I think that, if you're picking late, if you're in a deeper league, 16-team league or something like that, super flex, I think that I would be looking at possibly a Sam Darnold, because I don't think Sam Darnold is as bad as everybody else makes him out to be. Everybody wants to talk about Sam Darnold like he's dead, he's trash, he's booty. I don't think it's fair. I don't think he's been given a fair opportunity in New York, and I think this is going to be the time that we're really going to see how good Sam Darnold could be. And if they make the right moves, they address this offensive line, maybe add another weapon or two here, I absolutely love Sam Darnold. He is definitely going to overtake Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is a good backup quarterback. He is not a starter in this league. He's never going to be. He shouldn't. I thought Carolina making the move, I got why they did it. They needed that bridge quarterback. No pun intended there on that. But I think Sam Darnold is an upgrade here in this offense. And so I'm excited to see what Sam Darnold can do with Joe Brady in this offense. Wheels up, DJ Moore. Let's go. And if they can get a little savvy here, add Kyle Pitts and a left tackle, this offense is going to be a lot of fun. So I think that's pretty much all I got. Be sure in the comment section below, let me know what you think of Sam Darnold. You hate this trade, you don't really care, it doesn't matter to you, you think Sam Darnold's garbage, or do you think there is some upside here for Sam Darnold, and you think that he could be somebody that we're looking at next year? Maybe that as a streaming option, depending on matchup, because I do think this defense is not going to be very good. So let me know in the comment section below. In the meantime, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And until the next one, peace.